Can you just give me a gun?
I just gave you 20.
Bruce Willis was born on March 19, 1955, in Idar Oberstein, West Germany, to a German mother and an American soldier. His early years were spent between two worlds, the order of military life and the shadows of post-war Europe. When his father left the army, the family moved to New Jersey, where Bruce faced a new kind of battlefield, fitting in. Life was hard, money was tight, and Bruce struggled with a painful stutter that made him the target of bullies. The boy who would one day become Hollywood's loudest voice could barely speak without getting stuck. But that pain built resilience. It taught him humor as armor and toughness as survival. He discovered early that laughter could be his shield, a lesson that would define his life and the characters he'd later play on screen. Finding confidence through acting. Everything changed when teenage Bruce joined his high school drama club. On stage, the stutter disappeared as if lifted by magic. Acting freed his voice, literally. When he became someone else, words flowed with power and confidence. Teachers noticed the transformation, and Bruce began to see his purpose. He ran for student council president and won, channeling charisma that had once been buried under fear. Acting gave him control, a place to belong, and a way to be heard. After high school, he studied theater at Montclair State University, but dropped out before graduating, chasing his dream to New York City. There, he worked odd jobs and bartended to survive, turning every night behind the bar into a performance. Those small crowds became his first audience, his laughter practice. What began as a survival job became his first stage, a training ground for timing, charm, and authenticity. The struggling artist in New York. In New York, Bruce Willis lived like a true starving artist. He slept on couches, auditioned endlessly, and faced constant rejection. Sometimes he slept in parks. He worked at bars where he joked, sang, and entertained customers to earn tips. His humor and energy made people love him, but it was still a grind. He appeared in small off-Broadway plays, including Heaven and Earth, slowly getting noticed. His broken nose during a bar fight added the rugged edge that later became his signature. Those early years were chaotic but vital. Bruce learned to turn pain into art, rejection into fuel, and laughter into survival. His friendships with struggling actors like John Goodman shaped his creativity. Together, they performed wild, improvised theater, sharpening the spark that made Bruce stand out. The world didn't know it yet, but the man polishing glasses at a New York bar was already a star in the making. The breakthrough with Moonlighting. Bruce's big break came in 1985 with the TV show Moonlighting. Competing against thousands of actors, he landed the role after 11 rejections. Showing up with shaved hair, earrings, and pure attitude. His charisma was undeniable. The show, co-starring Sybil Shepherd, became an instant hit, blending comedy and mystery in a way television had never seen. Behind the charm, though, Bruce was burning out. The filming schedule was brutal, the arguments constant, and the fame overwhelming. Still, his chemistry with Shepherd turned the show into TV gold. During those years, Bruce also released a surprise music album, The Return of Bruno, proving his boldness had no limits. It went gold, despite critics mocking him. For Bruce, it wasn't about approval. It was about trying everything. By the time Moonlighting ended in 1989, he wasn't just a TV actor anymore. He was a rising force, ready for something far bigger. Becoming an action icon, Hollywood didn't see Bruce Willis as an action hero. Until Die Hard. The 1988 film changed everything. He wasn't a muscle-bound Superman like Stallone or Schwarzenegger. He was an everyman with grit and humor. Die Hard redefined the genre, making Bruce a global star overnight. The studio paid him an unheard-of $5 million, shocking Hollywood. But behind the glory came sacrifice. A stunt explosion caused permanent hearing loss in his left ear, an injury he carried quietly for years. The success led to sequels and massive paychecks, but Bruce stayed grounded. He mixed action with comedy, voicing a baby in Look Who's Talking for another $10 million. Audiences loved his range. Beneath the tough guy image was warmth and wit, and that balance made him one of the most relatable stars of his generation. A hero who looked human and felt real. Love, family, and heartbreak. In 1987, Bruce met actress Demi Moore at a movie premiere. Sparks flew instantly, and within 4 months, they were married in Las Vegas. Their marriage was impulsive but filled with genuine love. Together, they built one of Hollywood's most admired families, raising 3 daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. They were glamorous, rich, and powerful, but the spotlight brought cracks. Rumors, distance, and demanding careers strained their relationship. After 11 years, they separated in 1998 and finalized their divorce in 2000. Bruce paid Demi a massive settlement but remained close for the sake of their daughters. In a rare Hollywood twist, their friendship lasted. Demi even attended Bruce's later wedding to Emma Hemming and supported him after his health diagnosis decades later. Their story, filled with love, loss, and mutual respect, became one of Hollywood's most unexpected examples of lasting family bonds after heartbreak, reinvention, and serious roles. After Die Hard, Bruce could have coasted, but he wanted to be taken seriously as an actor. His role in Pulp Fiction in 1994 changed his image from pure action star to respected performer. Then came 12 Monkeys, where he shed 20 pounds and gave one of his most emotional performances. He was willing to break himself down for art, physically and mentally. In The Fifth Element and Armageddon, he re-embraced spectacle, bringing heart to sci-fi and disaster epics. Armageddon became the biggest movie of 1998, though critics mocked him. Through it all, Bruce kept evolving. His 1999 role in The Sixth Sense was a masterpiece of restraint. The twist ending shocked the world, and audiences rediscovered the quieter, more soulful side of him. Bruce had mastered the balance, the action hero who could also make you cry. He was no longer just famous, he was timeless. Struggles, setbacks, and resilience. Behind his success, Bruce battled demons. He had brushes with the law, drinking problems, and moments of self-doubt. His 1989 arrest for shoving a police officer at a party exposed the toll fame had taken. Later, he spoke openly about alcoholism and how joining Alcoholics Anonymous saved his life. Professionally, not every film was a hit. Hearts War and Bandits flopped despite his star power. But Bruce never stopped working. He pivoted to voice acting in Over the Hedge, showing a lighter side that kids loved. He returned as John McClane in Live Free or Die Hard, performing dangerous stunts despite injuries. His 2010 film Red reminded audiences that age hadn't dimmed his fire. Even as rumors spread about his mood swings, he pushed forward. Through highs and lows, Bruce Willis remained what he'd always been, a fighter who never gave up, no matter the odds. Love, legacy, and the silent battle. In 2009, Bruce found peace again when he married British model Emma Hemming. They had 2 daughters, Mabel and Evelyn, and lived a quieter life between Idaho and Los Angeles. But by 2022, everything changed. Bruce's family announced he had been diagnosed with aphasia, a condition affecting his ability to speak and understand language. What fans saw as lazy performances in recent years suddenly made heartbreaking sense. By 2023, doctors confirmed it had progressed to frontotemporal dementia, a rare, incurable disease that slowly erases memory, personality, and speech. Emma, his daughters, and Demi Moore formed an unbreakable circle around him. They became his voice when his own began to fade. Their unity showed that love outlasts even tragedy. For a man whose power once came from words and presence, silence became his greatest test, and his family, his greatest strength. The final chapter and enduring spirit. On August 15, 2025, Bruce Willis moved into a specialized care home. It cost over $200,000 a year. A small fortune compared to the priceless care he needed. His wife said it was the hardest choice she'd ever made. The man who once saved the world on screen could no longer speak, yet when family visited, he sometimes smiled or laughed. That same booming laugh that once echoed through action scenes. Music from his old album could light a spark in his eyes. Those rare moments became treasures. His story, from a shy boy with a stutter to one of Hollywood's most iconic voices, had come full circle. Bruce Willis's journey is more than fame or film. It's about perseverance, love, and grace in the face of loss. Even as his voice grows quiet, his legacy speaks louder than ever, a testament to strength, humor, and humanity.